What?
Oh God! Don't do that! Don't do that!
I,
That's
I
not.
I have a question on
What's your
on roll
question?
on roll
What
20.
color is it?
It's like all the player icons at the bottom of the screen. Can I make them smaller somehow?
Oh god,
Yes.
yes. Go into
Oh yeah.
settings.
Okay. So go to the little gear icon in the top right.
Listen
Go
here, Gil.
to audio and video. Go
Yep.
to video display and change player video avatar size to names only.
You're welcome.
Wait, hold the fucking phone. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it has them like fucking huge by default. I don't know why it wouldn't have them
Player
small
just
by default.
names only. Oh my god, that's so much better.
It's
Have you
so
just been
stupid.
Have you just been playing with those at full size this whole time?
Yeah, that's why it takes me like 15 minutes to
Name of
roll
the
because
Damn.
name of the energy what?
Ugh. Okay. Well,
Okay.
welcome back
What's the name of the
to
Please,
issue?
please recap last week because I did not record it for the people at home.
yes. All right. So last week uh, the group turned the Geller field on, and on the walk back from the Gellerfield room were accosted by a Kellermorph and four abominants? Aberrants. Four aberrants.
Aberrant.
One of the aberrants broke Malkador's arm. The Kellermorph was forced to retreat due to overwhelming firepower and lack of support, because most of the time, at least one of his aberrant buddies was being mind controlled by Vantrix. So they survived that encounter. On their way back to the base, they also radioed in some reinforcements via teleportarium for the bridge crew mission, turning a decisive defeat into a narrow victory, thus saving that mission. The squad, led by Knight Ostia and Rattan, successfully established another forward operating base in the crew quarters of the ship. Uh, and then the group spent some time recuperating in this forward operating base. At which time, I believe Birdie attempted to acquire something.
It doesn't matter. I failed. Oh no, it was very simple. I just wanted a supply line.
Oh,
For
right.
my
Birdie wanted to establish a supply line for his
my new
new heavy
gun.
stubber. Unfortunately, due to a very bad roll, a 98, when got sent back a message saying that all the heavy stubber ammo on Port Wander had been stolen due to a gang turf war in the underlevels of the space station. So that didn't work. There were some other downtime activities that are not necessarily worth going over super in detail, with the exception of Vantrix. Vantrix went off and did some meditation, about 7 days worth of meditation in this ship's astropathic sanctum,
And then tried
in,
to be a shifty little shit about it.
in order to establish that none of his psychic phenomena have had a negative effect on the war effort. And then
You
he
have no
was
idea how much I had to avoid going doot, 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 after you said phenomena.
and he was successful. None of the psychic phenomena have had a negative effect. And then the group was presented with a decision by Lieutenant what's his fuck?
This is Osty's hot friend.
No, this is
But-
the
Oh.
death cultist.
Oh, yes, him. Sadly, not
That's
Ostia's
one.
hot friend.
I can't remember what I named him, so his name is now Sam. His name's probably just going to change every session. I'll be honest with you. Sorry, Sergeant Sam went over the 2 new missions that are available this week. Option A was to retake the forward spinal mounted battery in order to create a choke point to create a choke point to make the entire front section of the ship into a safe zone. The second mission, the one that the group decided they were going to take, is to push to the end of the ship, the aft of the ship, and reignite the plasma engines. Because as it is now, with this many people on board, the Geller field active and the bridge active, there's just too much power draw for secondary life support. You guys need primary engines on, so the primary life support system can come on, or you will run out of oxygen. Which isn't a problem for y'all because you have power armor, but it is a problem for your troops because they don't.
And we are starting here, going through this, going through that, and then the only red zone we're touching on the way to our objective is this one.
Yes. The path. I just realized I've been doing all of my pinging in the GM layer, and I'm very sorry. The path you will be taking is from upper base into orange zone to crew quarter base into red zone to engine room. Expected travel time is about probably about a full day to get there, and then half a day to get back.
I believe our plan was to get to the luxury port out in the back, and then rest up there, so we head in fully revitalized. I also believe we were going to try and at least target some of the cluster with the...
You did. You did the front bit. That was the last thing we did, is you hit this and turned it orange.
That
was that.
But yeah, I think we're resting up in that top part and then pushing through.
All right. Also, just as a reminder, everybody's got their grenades now.
We all got grenades and we all got our emergency teleport the fuck out of there button.
Nice.
Yes. You all have 3 frag grenades and 3 crack grenades per outing, basically. You are resupplied anytime you get to a green zone. A green circle.
These count as ranged weapons, yes?
Yes, they are ranged weapons. I believe thrown weapons range is 3 meters per strength mod. So Birdie can fucking huck a frag grenade like 24 meters.
Yeah.
And what?
Crack grenade.
KRAK. However, for 2 of you, Birdie and Malky, we do have an issue of weapon limit. In particular, you, Birdie, because you currently have a chainsword, a shield, a heavy stubber, and a hell gun, which, while that isn't enough weight to encumber you, it is enough objects to be unwieldy. So you are going to have to pick one of your guns to bring with you, and one of them to leave behind, or you're going to have to pick a shield or your chainsword to leave behind.
Oh, the heavy stubber is getting left behind.
Excellent. Malky...
it's cool to have, but like, it's not as reliable as Mary Sue, and I don't have the current. I'm not built for that.
Yeah, Malkador, you have a chainsword and an eviscerator, and while you aren't necessarily required to leave one of those behind, I don't think you need both of them.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good idea to just leave the regular chainsword
Regular,
behind.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And then I believe I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna, if I
I don't think it's actually in my. I must have removed it from my equipment list.
Real quick, Harley, what is the range on one of those grenades? It is increased than what is in the book, and I do not remember it.
rain on the throne.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Wait.
Oh. Is that just us, or is it everyone heard that?
No, that's
Oh.
our internet.
Yeah.
Are we back?
Sort
You're
of.
back now.
There you go.
Strongest time 3.
Oof. Never mind.
Hello?
There you are. Hi.
Hello.
There you are.
Okay.
You're turning
Strength-
into a robot briefly there.
Strength bonus times 3.
Right, no, but I remember one of them wasn't a better quality, so it had a larger radius. If I recall.
Right. The frag grenades are of best quality, so they actually have a blast radius of 6, and an armor pen of 2.
Thank you.
AP2, did you say?
Yeah, I'm just plugging these in now. Sorry.
What was that, Em?
So for FYI, I have this open for frag. I have range is strength bonus times 3.
Yeah.
So 15 for me. And that is true for both frag and crack.
Yep.
For damage for frag, I have 2d10 X.
X is its damage type.
Do crack
Oh.
grenades have any pen?
Crack grenades have pen 6.
Why didn't it say that on it?
It does say it right there. That's 6.
Crack grenades actually say.
Oh,
Oh, they do not produce a blast.
that's
Yeah.
that's just
Crack-
a random 6 that has no context on this chart.
It says pen at the top of the chart.
Well, I'm looking at what Harley posted in the chat, and it's just a line of words.
Okay, that's fair. That's not my best work. But yeah, everybody gets 3 of each of those. So remember you have them because they might be useful.
Alright, so frag is pen of 0.
Here, I got it earlier.
You got it?
I'll explain it to her. You continue.
I don't have anything to do until you guys are done with this.
2d10. So
They have a pen 2 because he doesn't use their blast radius as well.
okay.
So you know blast radius on there says 4. On the gun name. Or your blast 6.
I don't see what to put that in here.
I just put it in the bottom.
Okay.
Just so that you know. Cracker needs just what it says on the tin.
So 2d10 plus 4.
Yeah. Yeah, those are just what you say what it says on the tin.
Then it's 6. Raging fires is a thing. We're
What?
we good. We're we are good on this end. I think I got
Alright.
the programmed in.
Four from X. Okay. Does everybody who wants to be using grenades have their grenades written in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite trust Claude with grenades.
Question about grenades.
What's up?
They have class thrown.
They do.
If we do not have the weapon training for thrown, is there a weapon training for thrown?
Yes.
There is a weapon training for thrown. If you do not have it, you have a -20 to hit with your thrown grenades.
Cool.
Groovy.
Ruby.
Is there anywhere to mark that on here, or is it just...
You can put it in your hit mod.
Ah, there we go. -20.
Of course, the good thing about frag grenades, especially y'all's frag grenades, is that they explode in a 12-meter circumference.
And was...
Just make sure it gets outside of 12 meters away from you.
Yeah.
We've got 2 of these. Okay.
While I'm thinking about it, the best craftsmanship stuff, does that raise your hit mod?
Not for ranged weapons.
Not for ranged weapons. What about for melee weapons?
It does. Good raises it by +5, and best raises it by +10.
Okay. Since I'm looking at it, I might as well mark it in my... So what does it do for ranged weapons?
For most ranged weapons, a good quality ranged weapon will gain the reliable trait, which means that when your weapon jams, it only jams 10% of the time. And a best quality ranged weapon never jams at all, period. I had to ad hoc what a best quality hand grenade would do, because there are not rules for that.
I see. Okay.
In other
Alright.
news for you, Harley, that error with my rolling seems to have cleared itself out.
Cool. That was really weird. Alright, so we are starting in the captain's quarters, forward operating base. Come down. You walk through the empty halls of the ship. You get to about 2 1/3 kilometers. When I need somebody to roll. I need one person to roll a D100, and one person to roll. Whoever is in the lead to roll awareness.
I'll roll the D100. It might as well be my fault.
I guess.
I have a super high awareness.
What's your awareness?
Well, I used talented just then. It used a bit of XP to get another +10 to it, so I'm at +20 awareness. 57 total.
I have a 61.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but would you
Okay,
be
yeah,
leading
you're-
this party? Like, that's also what he said.
Probably
so
not.
whoever's leading the group. It would be me or Malky.
Hit it, Malky.
Go for it.
Malky, would you be
Well,
up front?
actually, hold on. We can game the system a little bit, because Malky gets this for free. Malky has paranoid. He gets to roll awareness for free anytime there is an awareness check to roll, even if he is not normally allowed to. So,
That is true.
T, you roll that. I'll roll
Don't I
Malky.
also have paranoid?
I also have paranoid.
I do.
How
Yeah.
the fuck are all of you so goddamn paranoid? All right.
No,
all
I
of-
know why. I believe it had something to do with. Well, I just had paranoid gave me -10 to all formal interactions. That's what my paranoid did.
I don't think there are different versions of paranoid.
I don't know. That's what I wrote down because that's what it gave me. I'll have to find it.
+2 bonus to initiative rolls, and the GM secretly tests perception to notice hidden threats.
Yes,
And you're kind of
that's-
twitchy.
One second. Oh, hold up. You might have paranoia.
Ah.
What's the difference?
No,
One of
I
them-
have paranoid. You guys have paranoia. Paranoid is inherently dangerous conditions of a death world have encouraged distrust and doubt. Death worlders tend
Oh.
to be slow to put their faith in anyone.
Oh, okay.
Which gives me
cool.
a -10 penalty to all interactive tests made in a formal surrounding.
Okay, cool. Well then, okay, Malkador and Navigator, and I guess Bertrand, because Bertrand is leading,
Yeah.
please make awareness tests. I know it says I'm supposed to do it, but I
Any
don't.
modifier?
This is gonna really show how the day's gonna go.
Well, I would.
Woof.
If you're gonna ask me if there's modifiers, you should wait until I tell you if there are modifiers.
I didn't ask.
I mean,
Doesn't matter.
are there any modifiers?
There were.
What are the modifiers?
It was -20.
Alright, well, it's
well-
worse now.
It's worse now.
Alright, so, Birdie, you're in the lead.
Yeah.
Navigator, you don't notice anything. Malky, you are presumably next in line behind Birdie. You see, you watch as Birdie walks just straight past a very thin, hazy, very hard to see red laser positioned at about ankle height.
Oh, no, my ankle.
I need Bertrand and Malkador, because the two of you are up front, close to each other. I need you both to make agility tests, -20.
Ooh.
You know what?
It wouldn't be
Malky-
acrobatics.
Malky gets that as 10 because, you know, he broke his fucking wrist last time, so he gets the captain's favor.
You said -10?
Yeah, he's only at -10.
Not you. Harley,
Okay,
-10 or
because it would've been
-20? I'm
minus
sorry.
I said -20.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm actually at -10 with a +10. Oh, thank fuck for that. My agility is terrible compared to my other stats. Oh, goddamn.
It saved you anyway.
All right, so Malky, since you saw it, and with your 1 degree of success, you managed to dive out of the way. As Bertrand, a construction debt pack that has been painted to look like the corridor wall goes off right in your face. You take. Sorry. My keyboard's being funny. It thinks now is a good time to be hilarious. You
I'm just
take
picturing a stand-up keyboard now. Like,
you take 22
what is the deal
wounds.
with number lock?
Woof.
No armor pen.
Yikes.
No armor pen?
No armor pen.
Was it on my left side or my right side?
Left.
Okay. Because that's the side my shield's on. So my armor, what would it hit? My body, my leg, like what? if we're being honest?
You know what? Let's check. That's a 83.
Mhm.
And then if I go to playing the game, we find out.
That is my right leg.
How do you already have the table open?
It's on the
It's
character
on,
sheet.
It's on the character sheet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, it hits your leg.
All right, so I have a 13 armor. So that's
So that's 9 damage.
yeah.
How you feeling there, friend?
I'm all right. A little over
You
half.
sure about that? You
You're
look
not
kind of
coming
fucked
through
up.
him. Oh. Yeah, the wall explodes. Debris scattered everywhere. There's now like a vaguely like walk-throughable hole in this corridor leading into the next corridor over. But it is only a civilian level det pack, so you know it could have been worse.
Does that affect any of the rest of us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are these the
My
kind
gun?
of
I would like to cover that hole, please.
Cover it with what?
No, as in, I would like to take out my gun and point my gun at it while we deal with
Make sure
getting
nothing
Bertie up and
comes
moving.
through the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, are we doing anything to assist Birdie, or are we just
Sure we
Well,
are.
I'm
sir.
gonna
I'm just doing
immediately
that.
use some medication on him. Do my
Excellent.
best to unfuck him.
while you take the 10 or so minutes it would take to apply quick and dirty first aid, Kate, go ahead and give me an awareness check.
What would you like to do? Is it me?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. You're good.
I heard somebody drop out. Just checking.
It was very funny
Awareness.
imagining that it was Kate. Roll something for me. Immediately hangs up.
Immediately hangs up. All right.
Never.
You, Kate, your gun's got an omniscope on it, right?
I can here. Have the. Would you like the text?
Sure.
There you go.
Yes,
I
it
was gonna
does have an
read it. I was gonna
omniscope.
read it. I was gonna read it to you, and then realize that I could just show you what it says.
Yeah, all right, so that is actually 3 degrees of success. The ship's lights are not actually on, so it is night, technically. Enough that I will allow the plus 20 division-based perception checks. The corridor that you've just blasted into, or that was just opened, isn't actually a normal, like, walkabout corridor. This is one of the hidden Adeptus Mechanicus pathways that run the length and breadth of almost every single Imperial warship. They are normally not available to non-Mechanicus members of the crew, because this is where the Mechanicus hide a lot of their more ritualistic and religious iconography aboard vessels. And as you look down the length of this hidden passageway, your omniscope pings off of a metallic, human-shaped figure wearing a slightly dusty red robe, and the omniscope provides you with a name. As 23D scuttles forward out of the hull.
Given that I have common law machine cult, which I believe to be Adeptus Mechanicus,
Yes.
can I please have some more information on the thing that you just said, like I should know what it meant?
You have common lore machine cult, which means you have information available to the public, but in order to know more about what I just said, you would actually need forbidden lore machine cult.
Oh. So a machine just came at me looking...
No, your tech priest.
Oh.
Your tech priest
Oh.
just showed up.
What you doing? 23.
Apologies. My message must not have arrived in time to stop your exit of the forward operating base. I have elected to come along on this mission. Seeing as your ship's void master is unavailable, I figured you would appreciate having a more technical hand along.
Well,
What
I don't know
was your
about yours, but I
plan?
appreciate it.
What was your plan if we hadn't tested the explosives on this side?
I was going to continue following you until we reached the engine room, at which point I would pop out of the wall and assist you from there.
You know, we've spoken about it's not the time, but at some point I need you to review the notes I had you take about being vaguely creepy while an ally. I think it was in the yellow notebook. You remember we were sat in the office. I was at the end.
One of his mechadendrites pulls up the yellow notebook out of his robes.
Yeah, that one. So remember, following people along without telling them that you're coming is what?
Opens the notebook. Sus.
Excellent. And what should we try to be less?
Sus.
Attaboy. We're very glad to have you along, Fallen.
It is at this point that your power armor heads-up display pings with a late message from 23D saying, "I will meet you in the engine room."
That message has just come through, but I'm glad that the learning's sinking in. Good job.
Oh, yeah, I think that's my kneecap.
I think that's my kneecap.
Can I use a fate point to try and re-roll my Medicae for Birdie? Because that was terrible.
You may use a fate point, but also now that 23D is here, I believe he is also going to attempt to assist you with his Medicae servo skull. So like this little floating skull with a bunch of cybernetics kind of putters on over through the air, and it's got like a fucking giant like table saw looking thing and a bunch of like pokey needles. So when you re-roll this, roll with +10.
Okay.
I'm very excited that he pops out, sees your fucking attempt at Medicae, and is like, "Oh,
Yeah.
but let me just help you out with."
He's gonna point at the table saw on the servitor and just be like,
Oh,
"Right, no,
you
we
can
don't need
also
that. Put that away."
Have your +10 from me also.
Oh, thank you very much. So +20 total. If I fail this, I'm just gonna be.
If you
disappointed.
feel this, he doesn't deserve to have a kneecap. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. First aid again, right?
Yep.
Bloop. Oh,
No
come
kneecaps for you.
on. No kneecaps for you. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Well,
It's. I can't unfuck it. It's too fucked.
yeah. As you're sitting there like trying to get his leg working, nothing's broken. The power armor did its job. It absorbed the brunt of the impact, but your whole left leg is very quickly turning like purplish yellow. bruised to hell and back.
Yeah, there's
Honestly-
literally nothing I can do about this. It's gonna happen either way.
That's probably fine.
I actually honestly forgot it was your leg, so when you said, "Oh, that's my kneecap," I was like a second away from breaking up because I was like, it was your body that got hit. It was your...
Oh no, he found my kneecap in my chest.
I had extra kneecaps installed for
yeah, for
emergencies.
just
Just
this
in
reason.
case.
All right. So you get your power armor back on. You get moving again. You know, you're a little wounded. Are you still bringing up the front, Birdie, or are you gonna fall
Oh
back?
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Unless the captain says otherwise.
Captain would like you in second position, please. You've just taken a grenade to the face. I would like you in second position, please.
Yeah, insult me more, Captain, why don't you?
You want
No, ma'am.
Anyone else not hearing what Kate just said?
I didn't catch it either.
I said I wanted Birdie in second position. At which point he went, "Oh, you want to install me more?" And I said, "Do you want to go at the back?" He said, "No." I said, "Well."
No. All right. You continue on your way. At about the I want to say 7-hour mark of this march, you reach the crew quarters forward operating base. How long are we spending at the crew quarters forward operating base?
How long would we need to be there to take the 40k equivalent of a short rest with some hit dice for Birdie?
Well, right now, Birdie is heavily damaged, so any healing he takes is only going to heal 1 damage, and it's going to take an entire day's rest with medical attention.
So it's not worth it.
It is not a short rest.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
How long will it take to refuel the power armor back to full power?
You can trade the power armor's power cells out for fully charged ones, and that's only going to take a couple minutes. Or if you want to charge the batteries in the power armor, that would also take about a day.
How long do we have? How long will that next trek be?
From here to there is only going to be an hour at most.
Okay, then I would say
Maybe.
swap for full power just in case.
Okay.
All right.
How big / small are the power packs?
They're pretty big. They're they're like backpack sized. They go directly into the back section of the power armor.
Fair enough.
Stretch,
Oh.
get comfy with our imminent demise, and then go die.
Yeah. All right. So you continue on down through the ship. You get to the right level, or as you continue on down to the ship and approach the correct level to head into the engine room, you notice that the air here is much thicker, much greasier, almost to the point where like it's starting to cloud the visor on your power armor. Every few minutes, you need to have like the power armor's little tiny laser scrub go over and clear it.
I
And
just
then when
picture a wee wiper like.
and as you get to the right level and step off the lift, I need Vantrix and Navigator. Please roll Cinescience for me.
Ooh.
Minus 20.
That's a fancy word.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cinescience is the skill that psychers and navigators use to detect unusual warp signatures. Is whose hand really big?
Woof.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, I got it.
Damn.
Fucking psycho's never psyched in his life.
Hold on.
You can-
Cinescience is a very special kind of psycheriness. And it happens to be the one that Vantrix is not as good at.
You just see smoke coming out of my ears.
You just see,
My brain.
Can't
gotta
tell,
take-
there's
you
too
gotta
much
take-
smog.
he's got to take his helmet off to vent.
You mind if I
It's
vent?
gonna help when the outside is also greasy, smoky.
Oh, he's not venting smoke. It's like little bolts of lightning arcing off of his head.
Excellent.
The
That
issue-
sounds fine.
Yeah, the issue with overloading a psyker is that they do just explode a lot.
My brain is doing the Windows reboot sound.
Like, there's a meme I saw, and it's just, "Behold, I am a sanctioned psyker! Watch!" And then the guy's head just explodes.
That's my favorite meme. I love that meme.
Alright, M. The Broodlord is here.
Here, as in right here? Like,
Here, as in close enough to you right now that you can feel its presence.
do I have a sense of what range that would be in?
With half a degree of success, close.
The navigator will turn to the group and be like, the Broodlord is here.
Ominous.
We should tread carefully. It likely knows that we are also here.
That's
Especially
actually a good point.
if I detected it, it probably detected us.
Oh god, is that a two-way street?
I mean, it's not like I tried to read its mind and then accidentally got the whole hive mind. Gives
When you
Vantrax a look.
Gives Vantrix a look. As you say that, the kind of psychic pressure emanating off of the Broodlord gets stronger and kind of focuses down until. Let's check this out.
Jesus.
And kind of focuses down on you, Navigator. And now you can tell that it is coming from about half a kilometer left.
So we are in the engines now?
You are not in the engines. You are right here.
And it's
How
coming
far
from
away
the
is
direction of the engines.
Not left as in on the map. Left as in, like, on the same level as you, port side.
How close are we to the entrance to the engines?
You just got off the lift on the mid deck. You can see the big ass fucking door leading to the engine room down the hall, but it is about 650 meters away.
He is a click and a half away.
He is half a click away.
He's half a click away, and we are half a click away from the door.
Yes.
I think we need to move now.
So-
We need
Is
to move
there
quickly.
is there a stealth mechanic in this game?
Yeah, there is a fancy fresh skill called Move Quietly. I believe is what it...
Silent move.
Silent Move.
So, real quick question. If I recall correctly, and you can just say no, but we did bring the Death Squad on this one.
We
Correct.
did.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to send them forward with Melky. I am going to very specifically bring up the rear, and I will be going with my back to the group, so I am watching behind us.
Okay.
Okay.
So we head towards the door.
Since we're going to be moving quietly, we got to move slowly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
All
be
right.
watching our back. So if you hear me
right.
start firing, just go.
Are we going after the Broodlord right now?
No, we're going the
Are
other
we-
way.
Okay.
I'm just trying to
All right.
cover our ass.
For those of you who are not the group Psyker and the group Navigator, I need move silently checks. Psyker and Navigator, if you would like, rather than move quietly, you may attempt another Cinescience check to mask your psychic presence from the Broodlord.
Sure.
I'm gonna give my my captain's +10 to Birdie, since he's bringing up the rear. Fuck.
Oof. Off. Ouch.
Yeah,
Oof.
Oh no!
I mean, we are all wearing power armor.
That's fair.
Masking with Cinescience. Any modifiers?
Same.
Minus 20.
Was there a mod? Yeah, same minus 20.
Okay, we'll try it. Hey.
He knows we're here, guys.
Wait, masking what with signs? The
Your
sign-
psychic presence.
Oh, my side. Can I also do that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Minus 20 as well.
Yes.
All right. Big money, no whammies.
Hey, Claude, roll.
Hey.
There we go.
Oh. I was like, I would, but I've lost my character sheet. But no, they've added in an art library tab.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Did I?
No, not you, like Roll20 has.
20.
Oh.
I'm assuming I'm rolling silent move and not psychic skill.
Yeah, silent move.
Minus 20. Oh my god, I rolled a negative.
Well,
Yeah.
y'all,
Jesus
hold
Christ.
on. We have yet to figure out how bad this is, because I just remembered you guys have 23 with you. 23 with a 47 gets 4 degrees of failure on move silently.
4.
So
Oh,
we're
because
all-
of the minus.
We're singing, is what you're telling me.
No, what
I've
I'm
got a
telling you,
lovely bunch of broodlaw nuts, doodly doody.
actually no, because I believe in players being good at things. You guys are moving as silently as you possibly can in power armor. And the group's psychic presence is successfully masked. However, the Broodlord is a Tyrannid and has incredibly heightened senses. So your otherwise silent footsteps ring like gunfire in his oral clots. And when you are about 200 meters from the door, when the Broodlord, along with a dozen Gene Stealers, rounds the corner 300 meters away from you in a dead sprint.
How many?
A dozen Gene Stealers. 12. For reference, by the way, just so you get it for a sense of scale, one Gene Stealer is about human-sized, a little bigger than your average 40k human, because humans in the 40k universe are actually kind of tall. Like, your average human is 6'1". Gene Stealers are a little taller than that. Broodlords are about 11 or 12 feet tall.
Based on our previous interactions with Gene Stealers, what's their armor like?
Not great. They have natural armored carapace, but like, a hell gun could punch through it.
Here's my suggested plan, kids.
I don't think we have time to plan. He's
No,
moving
let me
towards
continue.
us.
We are continuing to retreat, and we are throwing a rain of grenades as
Yeah.
we retreat.
We're 300 meters away. I can throw the grenade the
They're
farthest.
presumably going to close that distance really quickly, though.
Yeah.
And we can what's it called? Ready is a half action. Though I suppose this would technically be Overwatch.
Did the
But Overwatch
psychics have
is-
telekinetic powers?
Your psychics or the Brood Lord?
Our psychics.
No.
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 Damn it! I thought we could have just like put our grenades down and left them, and then when the guys got close, they could have just pulled all the pins out.
That would be smart.
Alternatively, we do have suppressing fire as an option, which, quote, forces opponents to take cover.
It does do that.
So, presumably, if we do a rolling, there are enough of us that if one person does suppressing fire, and then next turn somebody else does it, if it really does force them to take cover.
Suppressing fire forces the enemy to make a test or be pinned. If they succeed their test, they can continue moving.
Oh, that's where pin comes from. Okay. I have things that help negate pins, and I've not seen it used yet.
Well, as
Yeah.
soon as
Y'all haven't really fought anyone that with guns that you
Pins
didn't just
people.
immediately kill.
Yeah.
as soon as they come into range, Harley, I'm going to open fire with Mary Sue.
Suppressing fire.
Sure, it can be suppressing fire.
Range is 100. You're gonna wait until they close 200 meters.
I mean, I can't do anything until they get closer.
We're still moving during that time.
Oh, wait, I have a question, Harley.
What's up?
How, what's my blast from a grenade compared to the blast I just took to the face?
Bigger?
Nice.
How's this hallway gonna do if I set a grenade off in it? In my
won't-
what I'm saying is I know I blasted a hole in that other one. Could I bring down the hallway with a grenade?
No.
Okay.
You weren't exploded with a grenade. You were exploded with a construction det pack.
Okay.
Like a tool handmade for blowing holes in walls.
In things, yeah.
How would a melter bomb fare?
A melt-a-bomb would put a pretty big hole in this building, in this structure. If positioned correctly, you could melt like a what's the radius on your melt-a-bomb?
Good question. Let me find it in the.
Melt-a-bomb. Oh, you don't have.
Wait, can I just double check? Do melter bombs function like bombs or like grenades?
They have to be placed.
Yeah, you have to like set it. So.
So
I
if we
guess, like,
place
doing
it
as a
and
bomb.
run,
Yeah,
It
if
might-
you place it and run, then it would you could have it set so that it would go off when the guy walks over it. That is
Yeah.
how?
possible.
So our concern shooting pinholes in this part of the ship was the engines. If we, reasonably speaking, given what we know, if we plant a bomb where we are right now, what's the chance we act?
0%. The melt-a-bomb is not nearly on the scale of, say, a macro cannon.
I think this is a great plan, guys.
Yeah. Then as we're
Like we
backing
just
up,
gotta move and do it. Like
yeah, Malky's just gonna yell back up now, and he's gonna set the melter bomb just by his heart, and, and just roll it, just slide it as far as he can as he's walking backwards.
All right, Malky, I'm actually gonna need from you an intelligence check to set the correct time based on how fast you can see the Gene Stealers and the Brood Lord coming.
10.
I am not very smart, so I don't see this.
Alternatively,
going well,
you could hand the bomb off to someone who is smart.
Give it to me.
but I'm gonna assume when I take the melter bomb out that the captain's gonna know what I'm planning. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
gently pass it to her.
54.
All right.
So is it just a straight intelligence check?
Straight intelligence. You're basically doing math right now.
Okay.
All right. As the rest of you begin your retreat, Malky, you pass the bomb off. Quick prayer to the Emperor. Retreat away. Vin, you kneel down to set the timer on the bomb. Eyes locked on the Brood Lord as it barrels up the path. It strides, eating away at the meters. You set the timer. Roll it forward a little bit. Beat your retreat. And right as the first Gene Stealer passes the bomb, it ignites and it takes a 4-meter square of the floor straight to hell. 8 of the 12 Gene Stealers are incinerated in the flame, and the Brood Lord's right upper arm, the one that has the giant scything talons, is caught in the blast, and as it like scurries back from the explosion, it kind of folds itself together and like ducks into a surprisingly small air vent and is gone. And now there are just 4 Gene Stealers and no Brood Lord.
How far away are they?
At this point, probably only about 100 meters.
I'm opening fire.
Excellent. Are you suppressing fire, or are you just shooting to kill?
We gotta keep moving. We don't know where that thing went.
Half move, half standard fire. You're going to take your movement and you're also going to fire.
Is it a full action to...
Suppressing fire is a full action.
So we're just going to normal shoot.
Yeah, so I guess I am... I think Birdie would go to suppressing fire. So how does this work, Harley?
All right, suppressing fire. Combat. Let me get to the thing.
This is new.
Yeah, so suppressing fire. Why is this shit gotta be in alphabetical order instead of order of when I need to look at it? You unleash a devastating hail of firepower. You cannot do this. You need to have a fully automatic weapon to do suppressing fire.
Okay.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, Mary Sue's semi-auto.
No.
So then, if that's the case, I'm going to use half my turn to, I guess, move back and the other half to shoot.
Excellent.
So is that half aim?
No, it's no aim.
No aim. Right. And they are in range?
Yes. For you, yes.
Cool. And I am going to semi-auto.
If you do that, you're not going to get the plus... If you do that, you'll be doing it at -10 because you moved.
So I'll just do a single shot. And I'll shoot, just to make it easy, the one on the farthest left.
All right.
Not that it really matters.
That hits, and because this one didn't get taken out by the bomb, we'll say it doesn't have a dodge, so go ahead and roll damage. And that's enough to finish it off.
Can I take
While
my...
it may- What?
Is this the same act? Is this the same round?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
While it may not have looked like they were hit by the Melta-Bomb, it is important to note that the Melta-Bomb's damage radius is mostly invisible. So they survived, but they did all get hit. They just didn't all die. So that is Birdie. Who else has a weapon long enough to reach out and touch them at 100 meters?
No.
I can touch them at 90.
All right.
I need to get closer.
Well, then we will go to the next round. They are still running, so they in this round they close from 100 meters to 72 meters. Who would like to shoot?
Do they lose? Query. How do they get around the hole in the floor? Is that like a jump for them? Or are they just
It's not.
fucking freaky on the wall bullshit?
I mean, they can be freaky on the walls, but also the actual hallway is wider than 4 meters, so there is still floor to walk on.
I mean, you said they're what range now?
72.
I'd like to reach out and touch them.
I'm gonna take a knee and fire.
All right, let's do the captain.
I'm gonna half move, half attack.
All right.
So we are.
Lady in the halls, freak on the walls.
I'm. I get a +10 for a single shot. They are in range. And I get a +10. Okay. Reach out and touch faith. Would they like to dodge?
Hold on.
You're doing that zero.
No, I've done
Person.
every other time I've rolled, it's actually worked. Well, unless it's just suddenly started not working.
Roll it again just to make sure you just magically get a zero.
Single shot +10. God fucking damn it.
Wait, hold on. Kate,
Yeah.
run that again, but when you get to the last section where you put in the +10,
Yeah.
just put in a 10. Don't do a plus.
Oh.
It's the plus. Yeah, because if you look in the code, if you look into the roll, it's got plus nothing +10 at one spot.
Yeah.
That null value is fucking with it. Okay. You did hit though. And they straight up ran. They do not get to try and dodge this. So go ahead and give me a damage.
Yeah.
All right. Only 2 Gene Stealers left.
No, I'm gonna take a knee and semi-auto these motherfuckers down this hallway.
Excellent.
Nope, that is not what I want to attack with. Thank you. This one. They're still just in range. Semi-auto. I've stopped moving and I'm just taking the shot.
Oh, well, you hit, but only one hit.
Only one hit. That's alright.
Pew, 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 pew. All right, we got 1 Gene Stealer left.
I could try shooting, but I feel like my gun's shit at this range, right?
What's the
Yeah,
range?
what is the range on your gun?
I don't know. Oh, 10
Would
meters.
Claude-
There we go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
yes.
At this range, you have a Melta pistol, right? An Inferno pistol.
Mhm.
At this range, if you were to try and fire, the only thing that would reach the enemy is a breeze of warm air.
Yeah.
So, anybody else have anything for 72 meters?
What is the distance? 72 meters?
72.
No.
Was my last thing to use the melta bomb, or do I have another turn now?
We're in a new round.
Okay. Could I use my awareness just to, my captain just suggested, just keep an eye on the vents and the roof around us as we back up, because I'd noticed that the Broodlord had disappeared.
Absolutely.
Just try and make sure he's not like flanking us or anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will also take points for that.
Malky's had his Adderall this morning.
Good boy. I hate it when Harley goes absolutely silent. That fills me with some kind of fear.
What? Oh, I'm waiting for M to roll.
Oh. You didn't say. Is there any minus?
No.
No.
Well, Navigator, you are, unfortunately at this point, you have been within the range of the psychic pressure exuded by this Broodlord's mini hive mind long enough that it's starting to give you a bit of a headache. Malky,
Head
you are blissfully unaware of any psychic presence by virtue of the fact that you are protected by the Emperor's golden light. And also,
Hell yeah.
there's no noise coming from the vents and things surrounding you.
Okay.
Does it help me at all that I have resistance psychic techniques? I don't actually have anything written on this ability.
Resistance psychic techniques, I believe, gives you plus 10 or plus 20 to
Active psychic techniques?
active psychic abilities.
Hmm.
So, like, if someone were to use Smite on you,
Yeah.
you would have the opportunity to not get smote.
Okay.
Alright, if no one else has anything, I believe the final Gene Stealer is going to close from 72 to 60 meters, and it is going to take a Hail Mary, and it is going to attempt to lob a globule of acid
Ew.
60 meters at Birdie.
You have a dodge though.
I would very much
Hey,
like
bada
to
bada.
dodge.
It missed. It misses, and it hits. It hits the ground directly to your right, Bertrand, and sears a hole through the floor, to the floor below it, through that floor, to the floor below it,
Bad.
through that floor,
It's gonna be through the hole!
to the floor below it, and then it stops.
I feel like that would have been bad.
Fuck!
I'm gonna look down the hole because I was kneeling. I'm gonna look down the hole. I'm gonna look back up and went, shouldn't have missed.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Yeah. And I'll shoot it back at him again. I'll shoot at him again.
Yeah.
All right. And he is how close now?
60.
Okay.
Not quite half for you.
Not quite half. Fuck it, I'll semi-auto at this guy. All the shots at him. I want to make
All
sure
the
he's very
shots.
dead. He had the audacity to throw acid at me.
Hey.
Yeah, let's he's got his dodge this time because he didn't run.
Uh-huh.
Not
Let's see if he
enough
manages. Let's see if he manages to dodge all 3 of these. He does not. Roll 1 damage for me.
One of them?
One of them.
dodges.
You bring
Do
your
the-
hell.
Do the Emperor whatever. Right?
The Emperor, whatever.
The
The
Emperor protects.
Righteous Fury, because it rolled max.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
I can
so,
Righteous Fury.
So roll your attack again.
I just hit the Righteous Fury button, yeah?
Oh yeah, sure,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Not that it's not going to kill this guy with 14 damage, but we should remember to do it.
Deals 1
Oh.
bonus damage.
Oh.
Ping.
Listen, it's the sheer audacity. The Emperor doesn't
you-
need to protect, he's already smushed, but also fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah.
You bring your gun up. You unleash a quick burst of 3 bolts from your, or three quick, pew, from your hotshot las right or hotshot las gun, and you watch as it dips to the left from the first shot, quickly spins away from the second shot, and then the third shot catches it right in the grundle.
Nice.
How the hell
right-
did it get back there?
I'm just that
That's
good
not
at
a nice
shots.
place to get shot.
Wait, where do you think the grundle is?
You bent the bullet, it's fine.
Where are you interpreting it?
Grundle is the crotch. Where is your grundle?
It's the
I think you're mistaking Grundle and Taint.
that's what I
I think I
was
had my
thinking.
grundle removed when I was a kid.
And like,
I'm told never to grundle in public, I don't know what you're all fucking talking about.
No, I'm thinking of my tonsils. Never mind.
Grundle, isn't that the guy from Beowulf?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
actually.
grundle.
Oh, no. It is the Grundle is the Pernium, the Taint.
Yeah.
I've always used grundle interchangeably with balls.
No.
No, it's the Taint.
Yeah, all right. Well, then it shoots through.
I shot him in the taint.
It shoots. The bolt shoots through where his dick would be if it had a dick, and out the grundle.
Cool. I like it.
And then you are safe to continue the rest of the way into the engine room. Ba-da-da-da! The engine room! Zoom out a bit.
Oh,
This looks like
Jesus,
a map
this is-
I can die on.
Gigantic.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Birdie,
Oh my god.
Claude, Malky,
Oh god, we are so small.
We're so
navigator.
small.
small.
Vantrix,
We could have picked like
Vin,
the hoverboards or whatever.
I could've
And
gone full Back to the
23D.
Future. What the fuck was 23D in that? But that motherfucker didn't move. What a dick.
Apologies, Captain. I did not bring my combat. I am not currently equipped for combat.
So why are you here?
Because none of you know how to use those. And he points over at the 4 massive plasma reactors.
He's not wrong.
Malky's just gonna give him a wee pat in the back and go, I'm glad you're here, Gears. Glad you showed some initiative.
Speaking of
Okay.
initiative,
I would like to raise my las pistol sight to my eye and use it to scan systematically through the area we can see, since we know that these motherfuckers are sometimes invisible, but they still got heat.
Yeah, alright. So the areas you can see include none of the enemies I've placed on this map.
So there are enemies.
Do we need to hit all of these? Like, what is our objective here?
Also, can I?
Yes.
How tall are these? Is the other question.
They are fucking massive, like
Okay.
30 meters in every direction.
That.
These pipes are laid along the ground. These are feed
Promethium?
yeah, probably. They're promethium pipes. They feed into the engines promethium, which the engines use to ignite and sustain small-scale nuclear fusion.
Don't shoot the
Don't
pipes.
hit the engines.
Don't shoot the pipes. Don't shoot the engines. You'll go to hell, but not the warp. Just regular hell, very quickly. Anyways, when you ask
Malchus,
what
could
is
I bring that? Sorry.
when you ask what the objective is, 23D says, it's quite simple. We need to, in sequence, activate each of these cogitators and bring the engines online, one after the other.
Which sequence? 23.
I have no
Closest to
idea.
furthest, right?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna touch my fucking ear bead and go, Lev, you know
Captain.
the engine sequence, right?
I know the engine sequence for the Lesser Evil.
Can you intuit the engine sequence for this motherfucker, please, Lev?
You see a little pop-up on your HUD, and it says, Lev, request for visual access.
Approve.
Lev, you hear Lev whistle. As it takes in the sight before it. Also, I should actually mention, you can see all 4 of these. Each one further back is slightly larger.
Go.
Lev says, well, now that is quite the sight. Fun fact, Captain, the Lesser Evil only has 1 of these fusion reactors.
The next time one of the crew turns around, presumably they can't hear Lev in my communicator, she is just aggressively rubbing the bridge of her nose and trying to not.
If, with the assistance of 23D, if you were to plug me into the primary cogitator, beep, blue, the primary cogitator is outlined on all of your HUDs. I would be able to spend a few moments of time, no more than a minute or two, and then I will have further information to provide.
Hey, 23.
Yes, Captain.
Are you wired into what Lev needs?
No.
We're gonna go plug Lev into the main computer cogitator display. So we can articulate the right mechanic startup sequence. Okay?
Very eloquent,
Let's
Captain.
go. Thanks.
Excellent.
Well stated, Captain. Very well stated.
Excellent. Pew, 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 pew. Pew.
Minus 200 on.
Oh no!
Pew, 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 pew.
I'm
We'll
gonna
get there
send the
eventually.
death. Just so you're aware, Harley,
Yeah.
the death squad is assigned to protect him at all costs.
Not the right computer. Pew. Lev walks past you, Captain, reaches out and pulls a very small thingamabob out of your power armor's helmet, and you see your heads-up display section that has been like a little running log of everything Lev says typed out vanish. I will need to borrow this for a moment.
You
Uh,
do you, 23.
and
Can I please move up here?
you may move wherever you want
I
until I
want
tell you
to-
stop.
Okay, but I'm assuming this is a real gap, yes?
No, it is not.
Okay, so these are actually up against the wall.
Yeah, I did not have an asset that would appropriately work, but essentially
That's
where these end is where like the actual like engine outputs are, like the big fuck off things that
Okay.
shoot plasma into space to move you.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about something coming along this edge and murking our... Okay, that's fine. In which case, I guess I'm just continuing to use my Omniscope this way.
All right. You all watch as Lev approaches the primary cogitator. Its robes kind of spread out as like 4 or 5 mechadendrite tentacles start poking and prodding at various buttons on this computer, powering it up and such. Captain, as you scan through the room, I'm just gonna do a little shifty-do. Those guys move up to there. Feel free to make an awareness check.
With additional bits, because I'm using...
Yes, with
Fancy
additional
us.
bits because you're using the thing.
Okay. Awareness? Plus what?
Just the plus 20 from your Omniscope.
Right. I win. I did not, by the way, I did not use a plus sign. That is just a 0.
Excellent. You see, over by the first set of pipes coming out of the first engine, some mothery fuckers. You see, 2 Gene Stealer mutants, armed with hand saws, and 2 more mutated Gene Stealer mutants, armed with auto guns.
Okay, I should have asked this before. We'd never thought about it. But given that presumably I still can talk to Lev, it's just that my chat history has gone, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. So Lev can see through my heads-up display.
Mhm.
Can I very, very, very quietly ask Lev to copy essentially the box of where those guys are onto everyone else's heads-up display, so I don't need to shout or nothing? Like a little boop, boop, boop,
Well,
boop, boop.
immediately when you ask Lev to do that, you get a quick ping back. Apologies, Captain. Action is not currently available. Processes are...
That's fair.
all processes currently attuned to previous task. And then you get another message very quietly that says, have you tried using your helmet's internal Vox system?
I don't know what that is, but that's not the captain. That's just me, the player.
You could talk to
Like,
him
you're-
shouting.
Yeah.
Can I share? Yeah, but I can't share the heads up. I can just describe, but very quietly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, I tell them, contact 2 with chainsaws, 2 with guns, and I describe in as close a detail as possible what it is. And I would then like to take my full action, because they presumably don't necessarily know that I've seen them yet, to aim at one of the ones with guns.
All right.
You better not miss
Then
no.
those
in
pipes.
Don't shoot at the pipes.
Don't. Yeah.
I'm
In
gonna
that case-
presumably about to jump the pipe.
If you miss it,
I would like everybody to pretty please roll initiative.
It is going to take me a while to not click on the art library tab.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep mine open in a separate window.
Mine sulks if I try and do that.
Sulks.
Like the character sheet will go invisible and stuff.
Hey!
That's not bad.
We did actually pretty well.
All right. So let's get to the descending order. So, you did notice them before they noticed you. So this is a surprise round. Navigator.
Oh wait, I still gotta roll.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting that I have to fucking click
Clutch
the.
your token, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Didn't quite.
Descending. Navigator.
Okay, I don't have anything that can... Well, I could try and shoot them at this range. But they are very far away and I don't want to blow up the pipes, because I told everyone else not to blow up the pipes. I think I'm going to run over here-ish.
All right.
You can Overwatch too, remember?
Can I
Yes,
do
David.
a... Let's see, is a run a full action?
It is.
Yeah, I'll just post up here for next turn.
Excellent. Remember, whenever you do a run action, enemies have -20 to hit you in shooting.
Okay.
Ooh.
But I believe it's -20 to hit you in shooting, but +20 to hit you in melee.
Sure.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
That makes sense.
All right, Vantrix.
Okay, so they're like 40 meters away.
Yeah, about that. You gonna reach out and touch them?
I don't even know if I could do that.
Hold on, let's take a look at your powers real fast.
Ow.
I don't think anything has that kind of range.
Yeah, I mean it's.
That's 5 per psi. So if you pushed yourself, that would be 6, which is 30. What about your new one can reach them.
So what is? But does that? I don't know how to word this. Can I? Is it gonna blow up the fucking things?
No, psychic powers, by virtue of being a manifestation of your will, cannot miss. They can only be resisted.
Okay, so I am going to do that, and I'm going to push myself. I'm going to cast Warp Lightning.
Are you pushing yourself to just +1 or all the way to +3?
Well, if I have to do it all the way to +3 to reach them, right?
No, it's 10 meters per psi. And
So then
they're
I
only...
guess just +1.
All right.
So that would be push +1. No modifier. Any modifier?
No. All right. So, oh, you didn't actually roll. That's the info button, my guy. Oh no, you're right. You're right.
8.1 degrees of success.
Yes.
Cool.
Goddamn.
So roll your extra 4d10.
Is it R or just a
40-10. Holy shit.
Holy shit, Batman.
So
Uh,
3.
You
We're
robot
kind of getting...
Hello.
Hold on.
Kind of. Hold on.
Okay, try now.
Hello?
Just in case it was mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. You all watch Vantrix kind of closes his hand, and then when he reopens it, like bolts of blue and purple electricity static stretch out between his fingers, and then he thrusts his hand forward. And which guy are you aiming at?
I would guess I would just be doing it at the first one, so like the one that's closest to me, which would be that first guy from the top.
Yeah, and you watch as this guy explodes.
I've been literally waiting all week to say this. Unlimited power.
Yeah.
His meat is rent from his bones, and he is spread out in a bloody haze across the ground.
Get fucked.
Bertrand.
Just that one guy, though?
Yeah, well, it only hits one dude, and it's a full action, so we can't move. Oh, wait, hold on. Before
Yeah.
Bertrand goes, do you want to roll a phenomena, or do you just want another bad thing to happen?
Just another bad thing to happen.
Cool. As the lightning fades from Vantrix's fingertips, there's a breeze, noticeable even in your power armor. And there's a soft, cackling laughter that floats through the air.
Don't
Do-
like that.
And then it's Bertrand's turn.
Wait, do any of us hear that?
Yeah, you all hear it.
Do I know what that is as a psychic person?
What the fuck was that? And I'm gonna do
You know that means that you know, Navigator, that means that Vantrix is overtaxing himself, and it is doing weird warpy shit.
Navigator locks eyes with Vantrax from across the room.
Vantrax. I mean, you can't really see his face, so he just stares blankly.
You can't see the Navigator's face either, so they just
Okay, all right.
share a look.
So,
They're just Tally pointing at Tally.
Bertrand.
I'm actually, because I was warned not to hit the pipes, I am going to, at one of the people with guns,
All right.
I am going to... Actually, no, that doesn't matter. No, I'm going to half aim. I'm going to shoot. Because they are well within half my range.
Yeah. All right.
Which are the ones with guns?
These two.
I've been zoomed out. Okay. I'm going to go for the furthest. So this guy.
All right.
Does he have cover?
He does. The pipe is granting him cover on his torso and his legs.
Okay. So what does that mean?
It means that he has +8 to his armor in those regions.
Okay.
So, like, if you roll and you hit him in his leg, you're probably not going to do damage.
Or very little, yeah.
Or very little.
Okay. So I'm going to aim and fire. Where's character sheet?
Realistically
is-
speaking,
Yes?
I was going to say, realistically speaking, one sec. Realistically speaking, you're not probably going to break these pipes. The worst you're going to do is, like, bounce a shot off them. These are, like, heavily reinforced pipes built to withstand millions of degrees of heat.
And this is semi-auto, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
Hey,
a lot of success.
That's three extra shots, you know?
Yeah, 2 extra shots.
So 3 shots?
Yeah.
3 shots total. Let me give you a dodge roll. No, he does not dodge.
Great
I'm
success.
I'm going to put all 3 into him.
All right, so let me real fast. The first shot is arm, which means the next shot is also an arm, but the third shot is a body hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
A damage. 3 hits. Submit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that the third one was in his body. He's fucking gone.
Hey. Beautifully done. Computer, stop. Computer, stop.
What was it?
Computer, stop.
What was it saying?
Under.
What?
It just started playing I Come From a Land Down Under.
Oh, what a
Don't-
belter.
I'm gonna what you thought I said.
Malky, you're up.
you speak a bad language. I'm just gonna smile and hand him a Vegemite sandwich. No, go to. Let's see if I get a 20 there. Oh, okay. So these, as you said, these pipes are designed to withstand massive amounts of temperature, right? So Malky wouldn't have too much reservation about.
I'm overheated, can hardly sleep at night, doing crazy dreaming.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. In which case, I will attack. Full aim. They are just in range. Because 30. Oh no, they are at half range for me because my range is 90.
Yeah.
So that puts them in short range, yes?
Yep.
I'm gonna do semi-auto. Which means I have no. Oh, and an additional +10 from being accurate.
Mm-hmm.
All that for 1 degree of success. Motherfucker.
Which one are you shooting at? Just out of curiosity.
The furthest away one.
Excellent. Let us see if he dodges. No. Roll
Nice.
damage.
Damage. 1 hit, please.
Alrighty. So 13, 4 armor pen. He only has 3 armor. He's got 4 toughness. Not quite dead yet. You catch him. Your bullet pings off of the pipe, ricochets up to the ceiling, off the ceiling, back down into his leg, and deals 9 wounds.
Nice.
23D and Lev. 23 sees you coming out of a little camera mounted on one of his mechadendrites, Claude, and he points you to the other computer and says, "Ah, yes, assistance, please, Mr. Kupferblum, get on that cogitator for me."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then they are going to do a science. It will be a moment longer, Captain. And then it is the start of the turn, so we are going to real quick Gene Stealer Mutants add roll 1d10 plus 4, get a 6.
Good job going last, dummies.
Navigator, you're up.
Okay, from this angle, can I even see them?
No.
I will... What's my movement? I have a movement, half move of 5. If I move 5 out, would I be able to see them?
Like 5 this way?
Yeah.
You'll be able to see the hurt one.
Well, if I stay right here, is that like cover?
Yeah. Well, actually, they can't see you either. If they wanted to shoot you, they'd have to leave their cover.
Gotcha. Okay, so I can hold an action, right?
Yeah.
I will hold shooting them when they come out of cover, if they survive that long. And I guess that's it? Is that a full action or is that a half action?
That would be a full action.
Okay. So I'll just hold it. Overwatch.
Alright, Vantrix. So, Rob, actually, I was just rereading the thing. We have been doing your phenomena thing wrong.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
You are still supposed to roll your phenomena, and then if the result you get is one you don't like, you can choose to instead use your signature one. Because if you roll perils, you are not allowed to substitute signature.
Oh.
So,
Well, I
That
mean,
is-
I haven't rolled a perils yet. I don't think.
Well, we haven't rolled it all, is the thing.
Oh, very cool.
So going forward, we will be doing this correctly. My bad.
Okay, that's okay.
Uh,
I mean, I'm still gonna be zapping this turn, so.
Yeah.
Can I move and then? I guess I can't really move. Like,
Yeah. Zapping is a full. Your warp lightning is a full action to manifest. So you have to stand still.
I'm gonna zap
All right. Are you zapping the hurt guy or the not hurt guy?
the not hurt guy.
All right. Go ahead and give me that sweet, sweet roll.
And then, can I get there without pushing? Or no?
No, not this one.
So just push +1.
Push +1.
Manifest.
All right.
Oh boy.
I don't think we need to roll the extra damage. He's dead.
Do it for fun.
Do it for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, there's degrees of dead, right? You see how dead he is.
Well, that's about
flat.
three. That's about 3 degrees of dead. And then roll psychic phenomena for me.
Is that on the character sheet?
I believe so. It should be in your psychic page. Yeah. So you see under telepathy, it says roll psychic phenomena.
Under telepathy. Roll second from no modifier. Oh wait, no, there is. Isn't there?
Yeah, +5 because you pushed yourself. Memory worm. Do you want to memory worm, or are you substituting bad shit happens somewhere?
All the people within line of sight of the Psyker. So who is in line of sight of me? Technically, everyone, I guess.
Everybody except Claude and 23.
Let's go ahead with the bad thing that happens out in the universe somewhere.
Cool. The cackling laugh becomes a full-blown, full-belly chuckle.
I don't know if that was much better.
Can you stop that? It's very annoying.
And I have to use the restroom, so we will get to Birdie when I get back.
You see my fingers just slunk a little bit.
Sounds like that evil laughter is now peeing? Does anyone else hear
Do
the...
you guys think it is? Do you guys think it's like a traditional like mwahaha, or do you think it's like an?
I would think it's more of like a deep guttural laugh.
Mm.
It's a Jabba the Hutt laugh.
Like
Pizza chaka
Let me-
no.
let me see if I can sort of.
So long.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
He's got voice shit. That's cheating.
That voice shit.
Pizza chaka.
Rob, have you watched Andor yet?
I have. It's fucking sick.
I gotta rewatch the first 2 episodes because we watched those and I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta ask Rob. Is
Yeah.
it worth it? Because that first episode was boring as hell.
Uh,
I won't lie
mean-
to you. We watched the first episode and we were like, "Do you want to watch the next one?" And we were like, "Not particularly. We'll watch
So-
it later."
I will say this is coming from like a massive Star Wars dweeb.
Same.
I think episode 2, I can't quite remember what happened in it, but episode 3, things start to pick up a lot. And I think in episode 4, like the one that's coming out tomorrow, I guess, you get to see Mon Mothma for like the first time. So
Okay. So we just need to get through this. Really, this first one in particular.
I personally think it's worth it. But
We were gonna watch it either way. I love Star Wars.
yeah,
Rob would.
I like a bit of Star Wars. Just yeah, I like it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I am so fucking lost with it. It's like this show is like a spin-off character from a spin-off based on like a throwaway line from the 70s.
You just-
like
You just gotta like let go and float with it. You
Yeah.
can't think too hard about it.
That was like
Uh,
I got kind of pissed off when I was watching Andor though because I was like I have such like infatuation with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's downright sickening. But I was like the production value of this show is like leagues better than
yeah.
hmm.
and I don't know why this like side character who only got one movie is getting so much money. But
Okay, I'll watch the rest of it.
Em, did I tell you what my plan is for this weekend?
What?
I was back in New York for work last week, and
Uh-huh.
my friend took me to like a Delta 8 dispensary.
Yeah.
So I was gonna eat a bunch of edibles and then watch a bunch of Star Wars.
Oh, great.
And see what happens.
Don't eat a bunch. Eat one, see how you feel.
I know he was like my friend Sam was telling me he was like, oh, you know, be careful with these, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat half the bar and see what happens.
The rule of thumb seems to be that edibles only kick in after the words "these edibles ain't shit" come out of
Yeah.
your mouth.
Hmm.
I'm
The
back.
moment you say that,
Yeah. Welcome back.
guess who's back?
Back again.
Sure.
Back
Good.
again.
I found it. That was good. That was fast. Hooray!
Harley, were you able to hear our conversation?
No, I left my
Oh.
headphones in here.
Well, what's the laughter like? Is it like let's get our examples.
Jabba.
Java.
It goes from like to
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So it's
nice.
not a deep Jabba the Hutt. It's a like there's a gremlin somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, more specifically, it's like there's a gremlin inside your ear.
That's annoying.
It's worse than I thought it was, but it's better than like I thought it was gonna be. Like M's like hee 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 hee. Yeah.
It's I mean it could have been the laugh of like Nurgle, you know?
Great.
Ha 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 ha. Nah.
I think it's like deep and phlegmy if you're Nurgle.
Right. Just like,
Like Santa caught
who's
COVID.
killing things? Who's killing things now before we use
It's
any
Bertrand.
Flemmy for any
Bertrand.
It's my turn, I guess.
Bertrand,
Flemmy
shoot
conversation.
something.
I shall. I will
Quickly,
put
before
every
he-
single bullet I fire into this final gentleman.
Quickly, before he somehow manages to close the distance and throw another det pack at you.
You know what?
Does he have one?
All Gene Stealers have det packs. Haven't you played the tabletop?
I mean,
Oh, death packs.
one guy usually has it in a group.
Yeah.
So that was semi-auto.
He dodges.
He dodges.
He dodges 2 shots.
How many did I get?
You got 3.
Okay, so I hit him once.
Yeah.
This is the injured guy, right?
He dies.
Yay!
Hey.
We beat your Gene Stealer puzzle.
Good job, everybody.
We defeated your puzzle with violence.
Malkador, it's your turn.
It's my turn, but there's nothing on the field
That we know of.
that we know of. I am
1
going
second, Malkador.
Oh,
You've activated my other puzzle.
Malkador,
trap card.
Malkador, as you start to stand down, the tip of your flamer starting to sputter out, you hear distant clanging, the distant clatter of cumbersome weapons and heavy jackboots And with your keen Fenrisian senses, you can tell that you are not alone in this room.
Can I hear roughly how many sets of footsteps there are?
Many.
All right. Yeah, Malky is gonna just sort of put his ear to the wind, hold the chainsword out at arm's length in roughly the direction of the sound he thinks it's coming from, and he's just gonna put over the Vox channel. They're coming.
Alert.
Tight.
And then, are you doing anything action-wise on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 4 meters of movement to. I'm just gonna assume that I was running the whole time, and I'm just gonna like fucking baseball slide into the side of the machinery.
Excellent.
Hey, Malky.
You doing good?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
All right. Clodomiro Kupferblom.
I'm assuming I'm going to be making some kind of computing check.
Well, I believe first you're going to move.
Oh, right, because I'm not actually at here. Duh. I forgot I need to move the last, 3 feet or whatever.
Find a computer room.
Ta-da!
All right. Yeah. If you would like to make a, I guess we will call this a tech use.
I fucking love a bit of Naboo, by the way. He's totally the best character in that show.
I have never seen it. I just know that specific fucking name.
He's brilliant. I'm gonna have to turn my back on you.
Any modifier?
Nope. Just tech use.
Slay. Fuck it.
All
It's nearly midnight. I'll roll a fate point.
Famous last words. You did succeed.
Okay, yeah. Oh well.
You hear 23D say, "No, that is not the power, but it's the big one. It looks like a circle with a stick pointing at that one right there. Yes, thank you, Mr. Kupferblum." Captain.
So, despite my warning, I cannot see where they are coming from, and we are not certain.
You may make an awareness test with your omniscope in order to determine where they are currently hiding.
Plus 20 again, yeah?
Yep.
Waller. I too am going to use a fate point. Try that
Excellent.
shit again. I would like to know where the fuck they are, please.
Yay.
Excellent. So with 3 degrees of success, I will reveal to you. This group with what weapons did I give that group? Give me one moment.
One moment.
Consult the
only.
Book of Armaments.
To the Book of Armaments.
Book of Armaments, chapters 8 through 21.
They are armed.
Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
I was slightly zoned out. Why did Al roll a fate point when he succeeded on his first roll?
Because he was hoping to succeed more, I assume.
Oh, okay, fair. Anyway.
These guys are armed with what look to be also auto guns. However, with your omniscope attached, you can very clearly see that whatever they are loaded with is not standard stubber rounds. They have some kind of special ammunition. And with your auto gun, with your omniscope active, you don't see where they are necessarily, but you do see the telltale infrared sight lasers of 3 heavy stubbers.
I'm going to relay all that via the Vox, and I would like to do a half aim and shoot action because they are still within my range.
I'm going to say that you can aim or shoot because you did do a scan with your gun.
Fair, I'm going to shoot.
Excellent. Which
Right.
one are you shooting? Oh, actually, hold on. Which one can you shoot at?
The bottom
you can
two, I think I can shoot clearly.
Yeah, so you can shoot one of them.
So they're both still in short range for me.
Yep.
I'm doing single shot. So I do get the +10 from the Omniscope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're stopping on time tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, I assume so.
Bet. I'm gonna roll a second skill point, try that again.
Cool.
And that is no aim. Clear in short range. Single shot. 10 modifier, go. Nope. Sorry guys. Can't fucking do it. I rolled the same thing twice.
Oh dear.
How in the Jesus fuck did I do that?
It happens. It happens. Lev over on the computer, you hear Lev and he says, "Aha! There we go. Now that's progress. Just a little bit longer, Captain." And then Lev is going to wander over to this computer. And then it is the mutant's turn. Give me a second. I have to. So they go. To there. And then they go to there. And then they go to and all people
Hold on.
These two, this guy is going to hop the pipe.
Hold on, you're roboting.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Give it 2 seconds. Try it now.
This guy can't see anybody to shoot, so he's going to hop the pipe to there. This guy is also going to hop the pipe to there. And then these 3 are going to... let's see, they are going to go... They are going to book it. Big run to right there. Which means they are now visible. These 3 down here, Captain, with your omniscope,
Yeah.
are visibly beefier than the other mutants you've seen, and are very easily carrying their heavy stubbers without any form of like mount or bipod.
Sexy. Is this a good time to ask that for the next session we actually have the Death Squad who are currently around D23 actually on the map?
Oh, that's
Because
right.
I feel like we're gonna
recall them.
I didn't hear what Kate said.
We're gonna need them
Sure.
for next session. For right now, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Alright, so the ones that can shoot are this gentleman. This guy is going to can't hit you.
It's me.
Going
It's
to
all me.
all captain. All right, so one guy single fire at the captain. He's at half range. He hits on a 40. He misses. Second guy hits on a 40. Misses. Third guy is actually going to aim past the captain at Vantrix and semi-auto. And full auto. He hits on a 60. He gets 2 hits. Vantrix, would you like to dodge?
Yes, please.
Roll dodge. You are being hit twice right now.
Do I roll 2 dodges or just 1?
You roll 1 dodge and you dodge extra bullets per degree of success.
Okay. Dodge. Cool.
All right.
Use a fate point.
I'll use a fate point.
Okay.
You can't roll much worse than a 99.
Do I just minus it and then roll it again?
Yeah.
Take plus 10 from your captain.
Thank you.
Hey,
There we go.
you rolled a
Alrighty.
1.
Damn. All right. The bullets fucking bounce off your impenetrable mental barrier. And then the other guy is also going to aim at the captain. He's also going to full auto. Hits on a 60. He gets 2 shots on the captain. Would you like to dodge, captain?
You're fucking right, I would. Yes, please. I actually know
You
how
move
to
like
do
they
that.
do.
Oh
You
my
move
God.
like they do.
Yeah, no dodge for me.
All right. So the first shot does. It does 12 damage. Armor pen 4.
How do I? I've not taken damage in this game before.
All right. So this is on your. What did he roll? He rolled
Yeah,
a.
I'm looking at my table of boxes.
So, a 34. What does a 34 hit you?
34 hits me in the body.
All right. So, what is your body's total armor?
11. Because we're
All right.
all in power armor, so I think we're all the same.
All right. So that's 11 minus 4 from his AP down to.
I think it's
7.
12 for power armor. Isn't it?
Oh.
No, hold on. It's 8 for power armor plus your toughness.
Oh.
So you guys aren't all the same.
Yeah.
Birdie is ridiculously tankier than the rest of you.
Cool.
so
So that's down to 7.
So 12 minus 7 is 5. So you count up your damage. So you go from 0 to 5.
Okay, so I take 5 wounds.
Yes.
Okay, but
All
it
right,
doesn't decrease my armor.
No.
Okay, cool.
No. The only time that armor ever gets decreased like that is if you take a severe amount of damage. If you take critical damage and you lose the limb, that would then damage the armor.
Gotcha. Cool.
But that is everybody who can shoot. So, Navigator, you're up.
I still can't see them from this angle. So I have to come out to can I see either of them?
I would say this guy, yes. It's a little finicky, but yeah.
He might get cover.
Oh, he's gonna get cover.
Is there any way I can go onto this thing, or is it too tall?
You could start climbing it, but it is 30 meters up.
That's a big fucking thing.
Well, it's got to move a ship the size of a city.
Yep. Okay. I think I will move. Hold on, let me check my.
What is your charge?
My charge is 13.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So if you make a charge, you can only do that to get into combat, right?
Yes.
Okay, if I choose to run, do I have to go like...
You don't have to go the full distance.
Okay. I guess I will go to... Oh, but if I run, I will then... If I run to here, I then get minus 20 to be hit.
To be shot.
These guys that we can see, they're armed with shooting stuff, right?
Yeah. Right now, these 4 have auto guns, and these 3 have heavy stubbers.
Oh, I forgot about those guys. Fuck. Alright, hold on. This is messing up my calculations here. Da-da-da-da-da. There's too many things to think about. I'll run up to like here.
All right.
From this angle, would they be able to shoot me? Like these two?
No. 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 Maybe.
Okay. And that's a heavy stubber? These 3 are all heavy stubbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
Boop.
Alright, I'll hang out right there.
All right. Vantrix.
I mean,
Head explodey.
Ooh.
yeah, I want to stop causing. Actually, no. Vantrix doesn't want to stop causing antics in the warp. He doesn't give a fuck.
All right. Are you hitting the forward guys with the auto guns, or are you gonna push yourself super hard to hit a back guy with a heavy stubber?
Nah, we're gonna go with the front guys because I'm gonna save my really pushing it for the Broodlord if he ever shows up.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
that is an extra 3d10 damage. All right, so 1 forward guy explodis. His soul is flayed from his mortal body, and his mortal body is turned into soup.
Nice.
And now roll a psychic phenomena
Plus
Good
5.
soup.
Yeah.
at +5. Good soup.
Good soup.
All right.
Oh,
Roll perils of the warp.
Can I ignore
Oh, here we
Hold
go.
on, hold on,
No.
hold on.
You cannot ignore perils of the warp.
But I'm built different.
You're not built that. You're not built that different.
Soulbound, yes or no?
Actually, what does Saltbound do? Real.
This could be bad.
Question.
You all see me turn into a demon.
All of us just having a nice normal one, and then all of a sudden Vantrix explodes, and a demon prince pops out.
And it goes like, and it's wearing a little top hat.
Oh,
It would be the point where we would all have to turn around and go, cool, but are you still on our side though, or nah?
no.
Bursts out with a wee hat and cane going, hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello.
That is
Oh,
Is
not
honestly what's
again.
happening? Sorry, my guy. That's it.
Well, it pops out and it does the hello, and then it uses its residual psychic energy to turn Vantrix's corpse into a top hat that's still made of meat. And then it does the hello, my baby, hello, my honey. Because you need a
I
top
think
hat.
actually it pops
Okay,
out, but in a
so-
way that leaves Vandrex as the fucking sock puppet made of meat.
So here's how Soulbound works. You get to roll 3d10 and pick which two you would like to combine to make
Oh
your
god.
D100 roll.
Okay. So should I select yes for Soulbound?
Yes.
This seems worse than
You
just a
didn't-
regular. What the
All
fuck?
right. So you either have a 51, a 61, a 56, or a 65. Or
Let's go with 65.
No.
Does it get
What
does
is-
it get worse as it goes up?
50. Yes.
Oh, it does. Oh fuck!
Pick
I didn't know that.
51. What are you doing?
Let's do 15.
Can you do
Oh.
15?
Yes, he can. He doesn't have to do them in the order they're there. All right. So on a 15 is Psy Blast. There is a large explosion of power, and the Psyker is thrown 1d10 meters into the air, falling to the ground. Roll a d10.
Serves you right.
Ah. Oh.
Uh,
I don't think that's far enough to do damage.
it is.
That's not. You might still land on your feet.
All right. So roll a d10 plus 1.
Oh, okay. I'll just add the 1.
Oh no, sorry. D10, a D10 plus whatever plus 3 because you fell 3 meters. All right, you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm in power armor.
Yes.
That's probably why it hurts more.
Falling damage is not affected by armor.
Fuck, of course it's not. I'm gonna
You,
does the weight of the power armor just like do I fall on my head and my entire head explodes?
No, you're not. You're not dead. You're just. You get popped 3 meters up into the air, and then fall on your back, and you are winded.
That's the last time I do that.
That's the last time. No, it's not.
I mean,
It's
you're.
absolutely not the last time.
Look at your other options. You could have had a warp predator come out. Let's see, what else? You could have had your mind swapped with something.
Like another animate thing, or
Yeah, your mind
or
gets
is my
thrown.
my mind like a trash can now?
You could have.
Warp whispers.
Warp whispers.
I don't know. There were a whole bunch of things that could have happened right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah,
things
pretty
go, this is
okay.
probably the least messy.
What's 99?
99.
Lost to the warp. The Psyker must make an immediate, very hard willpower test, or he is dragged into the warp by a demon, immediately for purposes unknown. The Psyker appears on an inhabited planet 1d10 weeks later with dim memories of the horrific acts. He suffers 4d10 corruption points, as well as any other possible complications from his actions while possessed, including a potential visit from the Inquisition. In the future, he must adjust all perils of the warp checks by 10 due to his body serving as a conduit for fell forces.
Jesus.
Harley,
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't that one.
What's up?
if this ever comes up, remember my people have a bonus to willpower saves.
Ah.
To
Just
resist
FYI.
fear and pinning.
Oh wait, Harley, did I take
You both failed.
Fear and pinning.
What was that, Rob?
Do I take corruption points because I suffered perils or no?
Yes, actually. You take 3 corruption points. Wait, 4.
Whoops.
Can the navigator see this from the distance she's at?
Are you looking that way?
Was there a noise when he fucking exploded?
I mean, there was definitely a noise when he hit the ground.
She looks over there and is like, this is why I don't mess with that shit. This is why I open a portal to the warp and don't fuck with it for real.
And don't fuck with it for real.
That's why you don't overclock your brain.
Yep.
Vantrix, however, from your position on the ground, seemingly out of nowhere, there is what appears to be a some kind of focusing stave right next to you.
A what?
A focusing stave. It's a staff. It's staff, but fancy.
Ooh, did that just pop out of nowhere?
I don't know. It's just kind of there.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick that bad boy up.
Yeah.
Gandalf just dropped it out his back pocket and gave you a wink and then just walked away.
All right. Here's what it do.
Oh, where do sorry, backtracking a little bit. Where are corruption points kept?
Corruption points, I believe, are on your talent sheet
It's,
at the bottom.
yeah.
Go ahead. And...
That doesn't put you into the next bracket, does it?
Oh no, Harley! I got a little bit of time before then. I got 9 more points I need to accumulate before that happens.
I got 9 more points. I gotta.
You know what my tainted quality is? 3.
Mine currently is 21.
21.
All right. That is Vantrix's turn. Bertrand.
Hi. What? Shit.
What?
I don't know. Who can I see anybody? Wait a minute.
Yeah. I believe you can see all of them.
So these guys have heavy stubbers. Those in the way
Yes,
back?
they do.
I'm gonna take one of them out.
Are you gonna take the? Are you aiming at the one?
I'm gonna shoot at the middle one in case my shots do well.
Gotcha.
As I auto fire.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm not auto fire. You know what I mean. What's the word?
Semi-auto.
Still within short. Thank you, semi-auto. Submit.
Well, you did do good enough to get all 3 hits. Are you spreading them out or focusing in on one
spreading the
guy?
love around.
So 1 on each?
Yep.
They'll take them. No dodge.
Ooh. Oh, that's right, because they don't want to lose there. No, I want to do damage. 3 hits. Submit.
All right. So that is 7 bypasses their armor, so they each take 6 damage. Because they got 4 toughness apiece.
I am still satisfied with that. That was
All right.
a decent hit on all of them.
Yeah, Malkador.
I don't think Malky I don't think he's even got anything that can reach them at this point. So the machinery that's next to me, how easy is that to navigate?
I mean, it'd
If
be
I wanted to
pretty.
get across it.
Each section has a ladder, so it is. There's no check to climb it. It would just consume your movement.
Okay. I think I've got full move.
Yeah, I
so
know-
if I've
I know-
full move, I can.
I know normally your full move is what, 19 for you?
The run is 19, yeah.
For sake of ease, we will say that climbing up the 30-meter ladder is just your turn. Because I don't want you to have to climb it 2 turns in a row. That doesn't sound fun.
Okay. Oh, is that high up? Then, yeah, do you know what? I think I am just going to... Yeah, differ. 7. Okay, so my full move... 7. Yeah, so I'm just gonna... oh, sorry. I'm just gonna shuffle up the side of the engine for my full move. And just gonna shoot a quick Vox to Vin and just say permission to slip leash on my go.
Give him hell.
Noted. That's all I can do. End of turn.
All right, Claude.
No.
With
Yeah, I'm
assistance,
assuming I'm failing another tech check.
well, with assistance, you may make this check with a plus 20.
Wow. Okay. Well,
You happen to have a point, would you?
I mean, I
point.
do, but last time I rolled a fate point, it got worse.
It's not gonna get worse than failed.
Okay, sure.
Hey,
Hey!
Cool, that did
you
nothing.
rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. All right, you with assistance from from 23D and Lev, quickly get this computer booted up as well, and this whole column of engine.
Wait. Hold. Speak.
Hello,
Nope, not yet. Try now.
hello.
Yes, go.
Yay!
So with assistance from Lev and 23D, you get that computer booted up, you fly through the programming and the different files, and this whole row of engines thunders to life as Promethium flows in from the leftmost pipe. And this guy, actually, who is taking cover next to this giant pipe that is now currently full of literally the sun, he does manage to dodge out of the way, which unfortunately puts him over here.
Oh, I don't have an Overwatch right now, do I?
No, you did move.
Okay.
And at that point, 23D says, "Excellent work, Mr. Kupferblum. Now we move on to the next engine." And he is going to, kind of fashion 4 of his mechadendrites into a little cradle and be like, "Would you like to come with?"
Yeah. Yes. Yes?
Oh my god.
The 2 of you are very quickly scaled up the side of this engine. At which point, Claude, thanks to the combined information between all of your various headsets, pew. People.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Ho 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 ho.
that's a lot of boys.
That's a lot of boys.
Vin, it is your turn. Well, actually,
Uh,
it is 7:30. Vin, would you like to take a turn, or would you like to go first when we reconvene next week?
I'm happy to go until we reach the actual top of the order,
Excellent.
just so we can start from the very top. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the guy who was essentially directing. No, actually, because other people can shoot him. Can I get? Well, yeah, I can get all of these motherfuckers.
Not quite in half range, though.
Not quite in half range though. That one is, and that one is.
All right. Would you like to aim at those ones? Or
You
shoot
know
at
what?
those ones?
I would like to half aim and shoot. I think
Half aim, single fire?
half aim, single fire. Short range, single shot, plus 20. Yep. Yeah, I'd like to fuck, have you either of these been hit?
No.
Pick one then, I don't give a fuck.
Well, he fucks his dodge up by 2. Go ahead and roll damage.
When firing a single shot after aiming, add 1d10 for every 2 degrees of success to a maximum of 2, so I get an extra 2d10 on this damage.
You do.
Oh, okay. Very sexy. So what were you gonna say?
Roll damage.
Roll damage. So that is 1 hit, and that is an extra roll. 2d10.
Roll Emperor's Fury.
Sexy. Why not? I'm assuming I should have set, so when it said target number, I should have left it as 0, right?
No. Your target number is whatever your total to hit was for the attack.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So it would have been 44 plus, it would have been 84.
84. Okay. Let's try that again. Add 5 bonus damage, please.
Yeah, all right. So that is 8, 16, 28, 8, 16, 26, 31, pen 4, which bypasses armor. He's in cover, which gives him an extra 8. So that is 31 minus 11. So he takes 20 points of damage directly to his chest, and he fucking explodes.
Excellent. That's
Baboon.
yeah, I'm happy I took that one. That works. And I now know how Righteous Fury works, which is also a bonus.
Yes. All right. Lev, 23D, with Claude safely in his grasp, is going to pew, 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 drop down, continue moving, pew.
Oh, he brave. Okay.
And none of the Gene Stealer mutants noticed it.
I mean, to be fair, we're making an awful lot of noise on the other side of the engine bank, so.
Yes. Yes, you are. Speaking of Gene Stealer mutants, mutant time. All right, here we go. This guy does not want to be here, but he can't take any cover anymore because that thing is full. So he's going to I think he's going to simply do his best, and his best is to pull. His best is to aim at. Honestly, probably still Vantrix, because Vantrix has been doing weird lightning shit this whole time. Full auto at Vantrix.
I understand.
He scores 4 hits. Feel free to dodge if you would like. You have not dodged yet this turn.
I am dodge.
Dodge, 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 dodge.
The dodge
Dodge,
noise.
da 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 dodge.
Fuck.
Oof.
Fate point.
Use them if you got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
there you go.
You dodge all but one shot.
No.
You take 7 points of damage. Armor pen 4.
So.
So
How's
no
that work?
damage.
Oh, okay.
So your total armor with your power armor on is like 12, right?
Yeah.
So he pens it down from 12 to 8, and then you take 7 damage, and unless I'm bad at math, 8 is more than 7, so he just doesn't do any damage. A hail of auto gunfire just bounces harmlessly off of your fucking power armor. And then Captain, you are also
Yeah.
going to be shot. Full auto. Only 3 shots for you hit.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah,
Just 3.
just 3.
Oh.
You dodge 1, so you take from the first shot.
You're about to die.
You take 9 from the first shot. Pen 4.
Okay, let me pull this back up. 9, so 4 goes. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I have
What's your
11
total?
armor. I have
11
11
armor.
armor.
Minus 4 is
7.
8. Is 7, so you take 2 damage.
Thank you.
And then the next shot is 11, so you take 4 damage from that one.
That's my wounds total, just so you're aware.
Are you at your wounds total, or did you
Yes,
go over
I
your
am
wounds
at
total?
I am at 11 of 11.
Excellent. So now what happens is any further damage you take is critical damage, and you start to take stacking penalties.
Aye, cool.
You don't die, however, until you suffer a critical effect that says you die.
Cool.
And even then, you can always burn a fate point,
not
which
die.
gets to not die.
Yep.
All right. So now we've got these guys down here who have line of sight on Bertrand, the captain, and the psyker.
I did
So-
shoot them all.
Yeah.
to be fair.
Bertrand.
I nailed
Bertrand.
them. Yes.
Heavy stubbers on
How
a
many?
60. The first guy misses everything. Heavy stubber on a 60.
Yeah.
2 hits.
Okay.
Would you like to dodge?
Suppose I'm dodging. Where is dodge? What? Nobody? Where's dodge?
Oh, on
What?
Tinder.
Oh,
Skills.
skills. I
Yeah.
see.
I didn't think you were asking. I thought you were being rhetorical.
Nope. That's okay. No modifier. So
Nope. Would you like to spend a
gonna-
fate point?
burn a fate point on that one.
No, you're gonna spend a fate point.
Spend a fate point on that one. Boop. No, I'm gonna take those hits.
All right. So the first hit does
Mm-hmm.
weapons. These are standard heavy stubbers. It does 1d10 plus 5, 8 damage, armor pen 3.
It depends, I guess. Where am
Oh
I getting
shit.
hit?
That was a where does a 13 hit you?
13. So that's an arm shot. So it's 13 armor.
So armor pen 3 brings it down to 10, so you don't take damage from that hit.
Nope.
And you don't
Nope.
hold on. I believe
Oh.
combat. Let me go to the multi-hit chart. If you start on an
So
arm,
like,
if you start on one arm, the next hit is on the next arm. So
Which is a 15.
no damage on that arm either. So that was
Well,
What have you-
actually, I don't know, Harley. I'm going to ask you: is the shield strapped? Is it like a buckler, or would I have to set it down to use the gun?
Considering that it is a normal sized shield and you're in power armor, it's probably magneted to your arm.
Okay, so then yeah, it's still a 15.
And then we've got one heavy stubber left
Yeah.
on a 60 for 3 hits. You
Okay,
already
dodge
tried to
that.
dodge, so
Which I didn't need to anyway. So that was
where does a 52 start you at?
52 starts us at my body.
All right, so that doesn't do any damage to you.
No.
After a body hit is another body hit.
No.
And then after body is body arm. Flip a coin real fast. Heads is your shield, tails is not.
You said heads is shield?
Yeah.
Heads.
All right. That doesn't do any damage either.
It wouldn't have mattered.
You weather a fucking veritable storm of heavy stubber fire. 30 shots fucking rain down range, plink off of your armor, batter against your shield, and not a single fucking one does a goddamn thing. Now let me just those guys move to there, and then those guys move to there, and then these guys move to there. And that is the top of the round, where we will pick this up again next week. Well, actually, where we will pick this up again week after next, because next week we will be doing setup
Oh, I
stuff.
don't like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
That sucks.
You wanna get to the end of this and then start doing setup?
I mean, here's the thing. I can also just, as we go, like 2 people live here, and then I can just try to check in with the rest of you throughout the next week or 2.
Yeah, and then we
Alright.
can get together once we have them.
Yeah.
If it wasn't in the
Okay.
middle of a fucking fight, that we were then
It'll be
gonna
different, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
we're gonna come back like,
Well, I'm
what's
looking forward
happening?
to the next.
What's happening? All right.
If what I've got planned goes well, then Malky is gonna absolutely tear these motherfuckers a new one in the next round. So I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Excellent.
He's gonna slip the leash big time.
The leash victory.
All right. Well, then we will meet back here next week to finish turning the engines on.
Yay!
Yep.
Yay.
Wonderful.
Thanks
Wunderbar.
for playing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ricky.
Oh. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
I'll
Yeah,
try.
mate.
Andrew, thanks for the game.
Oh,
It was fun.
shit. Take another 5 hundo.
Yay!
Hey.
500 XP.
Let me make sure to add that to Dominia's sheet. So you guys should all be at 10,500. You are all now officially able to XP on your 3 lists.
Can we get stuff from other tiers?
Yeah, you can get stuff from rank 2 or 1 if you still have it.
If I still have what?
If you still have stuff left on tier 2 or tier 1, you can get stuff from there.
Oh yeah, it's just if I start taking stuff for like tier 3, like some of it's like awareness plus 20 if I needed awareness plus 10 or all that.
Yeah, you would need to work your way up.
Yeah, okay. Not that I need that one
Yeah,
in
there's-
particular, but
There's like
I
the what do you call it? The column like at the very end where it says prerequisites.
yeah.
Has like
Yeah.
that list of like the things you need beforehand.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and take dodge plus 10. Thank you so much for this XP. It will come in very handy with me not fucking dying.
Just letting everybody know, for my game, while you're thinking about your characters, you're starting at level 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you need to be level 3, or your retainers will be higher level than you.
Ah,
Okay.
I don't know how to deconstruct them in reverse. I only can build farther.
All right.
I mean,
well, in that-
being level 1 and 2 is kind of boring anyway.
yeah.
It just means that we might really stomp the first couple of missions, but that's also the vibe anyway.
Yeah.
We were sent in here by like a demon king or whatever. Us stomping it is kind of the point.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for starting my D&D campaign at level 1 because I was like, on the one hand,
You
I'm
were a
like,
baby
no,
DM though. You didn't-
yeah, and it's like a baby DM, and like none of them had ever played D&D before, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to
Well,
like,
level
you
1
know,
then is
break
good
them
though
into the
for
rules.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it'd make like a nice sort of tutorial thing, but then like once we got to level 3, I was like, I probably could have started them at like 2 or 3, and they probably would have picked it up just as quickly.
The rule of thumb that I kind of go by is I'll generally start games at level 3, but if there's enough people in the group that are like, I definitely want to play a monk, but I'm still on the fence about what kind of monk, or I definitely want to be a rogue, but I'm still on the... If there's a lot of people who are still on the fence about what their level 3 branch would be, I'll start the party at level 2.5, so only like 1 or 2 encounters worth to give people a chance to sort of feel it out. And then,
Yeah. That makes sense.
Is he gone already?
What?
Is Harley? Oh, he's back.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Good news. Good news. I actually have one extra wound suddenly,
Oh, cool.
so I am no longer at my wound look.
Nice.
I suddenly discovered that I have a really sound constitution. It's weird.
You have found that extra vestige of endurance. Push on through your wounds.
Yeah, I to die.
If you can at some point also, you should look into getting the True Grit talent.
I don't think that's in my. I don't think
Gilbert
that's in
Marie
my.
can buy outside.
Yeah. If you would like to get a talent
two
or
great.
skill outside of your like specialties, it costs 500 XP.
Vin
What
just,
would it
Vin's
do?
organs fell out through.
It halves crit damage.
Oh.
I have it.
Oh, hold
And
on.
I swear to God, when I find a gun that
turning off
punches
the-
through your shield, you'll need it.
I'm sure Birdie will be fine.
Bye recording.
By recording.
Bye.
Bye, recording.
Bye.
Bye.